Okay, the microphone is working. I checked that the mic was working before well, not before I started the stream, but before I started talking, which is always good. It's super professional. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Twitch. It's like being with me in the pub, except only I can talk and you have to just type messages into a little window and I can choose whether I pay attention to them or not. So actually quite a lot like being in the pub with me. Okay, so what are we doing? More Stream Badger. So, for those who don't know what the hell's going on, Stream Badger is a .NET application that makes images and things appear over the top of the stream, and I can control it from my Stream Deck and I can control it from a desktop application, and also when it's working properly it can be controlled from chat and people can go, hey, show me the images I can show, and then they can trigger images, and some of them might be tied to the stickers, so you have to spend stickers to be able to do things. And I got it all working, but it was running in the browser, so it sort of started the Blazor application. It was just like the one Blazor application, and it was running in the browser, and I thought it'd be nicer if it sort of popped up and it was running in an actual desktop application. And so then we looked at Photino, which is a thing that's sort of like Electron, but not, and got a huge amount of the way down. Yay, it's working in Photino, and now it's a desktop application. And then it turned out that the input file component, the Blazor input file component, did not work in Photino. So that was rubbish. And I tried it in something else as well, and I can't remember what else I tried it in, but I tried it in something else and it didn't work in that either, which was not good. And so then on Tuesday this week, .NET 6 Preview 4 came out, and part of .NET 6 is the new MAUI platform, multi-platform application user interface, which is what's replacing Xamarin, which is Microsoft's cross-platform mobile development thing. So it lets you use C# to make iOS and Android apps. And now that's becoming MAUI, and MAUI will let you make iOS and Android and Windows and Mac apps. And so I've moved over to that. And so now we have Stream Badger running in a MAUI application. So it's still Blazor, but it's Blazor running inside a WinUI 3 project, and it's actually running twice, which is fun. So we have got to the point where if this builds and runs, do 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 do. And yeah, there we go. So we've got the application's running. We've got sounds and we've got images, and it shows the images in there, and we've got hello up there, which we don't want, so I'm going to get rid of that. But yeah, and in here there's this apply code changes thing. I'm just going to quickly check to see whether that will actually do anything. So if I go into Stream Badger and Pages and index.razor and take that hello out of there, and then click apply code changes, and we can see if anything happens. So ReSharper has re-enabled itself, which is slightly vexing, but not. So if I go to that and press F12, it takes me to there. Yeah. This, I suspect, is because ReSharper is finding other files in here. So let's, if I open this in File Explorer, and we go into, is it an OBJ? Debug, do, and then we're going to have, so we've got intermediate XAML is in there, and ref, nope, there's nothing in there. Resizetize, Lord knows what all that lot is. We've got scope, CSS bundles like that, and we've got SP and fonts, that's gone into there like that, and we've got windows. Right, so there's this stuff here, and then we've got www root, and there's a C# file in there. But yeah, basically the development environment is generating C# files, and ReSharper hasn't yet figured out how to get rid of those properly. So there's like, so if I open this up with code, hang on, let's go to here and let's open this with code. I bring this down here. So yeah, we've got mainpage.xaml.cs.g.cs, but somewhere around there's going to be the generated file for the Razor files, and I feel like what's happening with ReSharper is that, so let's go into here and go into index.razor. Yeah, so we've got these fields here, because it's saying they're all in class index, and somewhere there's being an index.cs has been generated that goes along with this, and ReSharper is finding that and going, oh no, that already exists. And then it's also finding it in here. So yeah, that's not particularly helpful, but trying to do things without ReSharper is even worse. Anyway, the other thing that we need to figure out is if we close this, does it stop? Waiting for the host to be disposed, ensure all iHost instances are wrapped in using blocks. Ooh, that's interesting. So, somewhere in here, so then we can say underscore overlay question mark dot dispose to get rid of that and then we can just say ignore. Why are you complaining about that? Right, so you're available in there, but you're not available in any of those, and I don't care about any of those at the moment. Those can just shut up. This is going to take a while before things can cope with this properly. Anyway, never mind. So we can discard parameters here because we don't care about these parameters, and we can discard that parameter as well, and we can discard that parameter, and we can discard that parameter. There we go. And then it becomes that sort of the possibly the back end of a pig emoji, is that? Or something, I don't know. But yes, okay, so what we are going to do is, if we go into index.razor, I think we need to go back into overlay, and we need to bring back in the stuff that was in the old Stream Badger and bring that back into the overlay project. So we're going to go into here and we're going to add Razor component, and we're going to call it overlay. And we're going to say at page / overlay, like that. And then we're going to add a what can we do here? So we can say, can we add a style sheet here? Nope. But we can add a new item and style sheet, and we're going to call it overlay.razor.css. There we go. And then we can bring this in like this. Excellent. And then in our overlay page, oh no, we're going to bring over empty layout. So then that's going to go into here as well, and we're going to say we new Razor component, and we're going to call it empty layout. And that's just going to go in there like that. And then in our overlay.razor, we're going to say at layout empty layout, like that. That should work. And then we're going to bring in, so we've got a control bus. So that is going to go into services. So services, and then in here we're going to have a class control bus. Okay, excellent. And then we're going to have toggle image, which is going to be a record. And play sound and clear all, which are also going to be records. I'm losing the code. I have lost the code. Evening, Surly Dev. How's it going? I'm having fun. I'm trying to get the badge bit working again. So we got our overlay here. And all right, Surly. Start up in here. And we're going to say services.add singleton control bus, like that. And then once we've done that, we can inject these into overlay. Like that. And we can take that heading out there. And then we can say at for each, oh no, hang on. So let's come down here. So we've got those things. Play sound, toggle image, do things. This needs refactoring into cleaner stuff, but I do not have the time to do that at the moment. So on sound ended. And I think I put something into the host thing here. There it is. And so in here, I've got my host page here. So I'm just going to grab that script thing there, and then I've got my play sound thing there. And then this is where I'm going to do something a bit different in a bit, but that'll do for now. All right. So then control bus here. And then in my endpoints, we've got the show endpoint there. And we've got the play endpoint there. And we can do that as well. And move that back to where it's supposed to go, and move that back to where it's supposed to go, like that. And then in startup, oh, I've got a clear endpoint as well, which I need to bring back in. And then in host, there, no, hang on, in startup. Then we can bring that in there. Nope. Like that. So that, I think that looks pretty good. Never ever want to do that, because this is not going to be running over HTTP. Now that was interesting. So I was wondering about this because there's www root in here, and there's CSS, and there's bootstrap.min.css. And see, that's become an embedded, because those were not working. But I guess that's probably okay. So if I run this, and then on here I go to localhost overlay like that. So overlay.razor / overlay, and that has not worked. So if I check in here, so didn't load site.css, didn't load streambadger overlay.styles.css. That didn't like that either. Oh no, it couldn't load the source map. That's all right though. Normalizing Blazor to that. WebSocket connected to that. But that stuff seems to be okay. But then in here, oh, we got the scripts there, okay. But it's not a happy thing. So control bus, image store, sound store. Just save that and say apply code changes and then refresh over here. No, it's not having it. And I don't know why it's not having it. It's so that, yep, okay, fine. Stream badger overlay dot styles dot css. Don't know where that's coming from. Okay, so let's stop this. And we're just going to take all of this out there like that. And we're going to take those out there like that. And then we'll run that again. And refresh. See, why are you displaying an error UI now? So there's my host. So I'm going to take those two lines out there. Ooh. That's going to have something to do with that. No, so this Blazor error UI here links to this thing here. And so if this site.css is not found, then that's not going to work. And it's not. So I'm going to put that back in. And then we're going to track down our www root and we're going to make that is going to become an embedded resource like that. And then in our startup here, go away for a sec. So private static async task serve CSS HTTP context and string file name. And then this is just going to become .css file name, like that. And then this is just going to become context to serve CSS context, comma, bootstrap slash bootstrap dot min dot css. That's going to need to be a dot. Figure out a better way to do this. But that should now serve site.css. There we go. That's better. So not sure about that open iconic font thing, but I don't want that anyway. That's been included in site.css for some reason. To do site.css and I figure I can probably just get rid of that line there and that should be all right. Okay, so then we can go back in and we can put the code back into Razor. So let's just do our injects quickly first of all and make sure that that still works. So refresh that. Okay, so that's good. Oh, it stopped when I stopped it. Brilliant, I fixed that as well. I am genius. Okay, and we're gonna disable all of that. And we're gonna throw this back in here. Element audio requires a closing tag. Does it though? Whatever. Okie dokie. And then like this. Hello again, Gaprogman. And then I'm going to do this. Yay! So then, theoretically, if I refresh the overblaze thing on here and turn it on and press Perry, there it is. That's Perry actually appearing on the stream. And then I should be able to do...
Oh, hi, Mark.
And that worked as well. And then I can just clear that off again. Yes, Jamie is the guy with the .NET Core podcast, which is super cool. Yes, there are two .NET specific podcasts that I listen to when I remember to listen to podcasts, which I'm terrible at. But Jamie's .NET Core podcast is very good, and .NET Rocks, obviously. But yeah, is the gaff from games? Because you do stuff with games as well, don't you, Jamie? You do like a gaming podcast as well. I actually met Jamie, so back in 2019, I suppose it was. Yes, and we were supposed to be recording a podcast for it, and I was being rubbish, and I forgot that we had an appointment to record a thing, and so I actually went up. He was at a conference at the Excel in East London, and I got on a train and went up. And bent his ear for about 3 hours, I think, and managed to edit it down to 2 hours and did it as 2 episodes. But Jamie's great. We like Jamie. Big fan. And I'm shutting that down. And you're shutting down, and you're shutting down. And then, yep, there you go. You see, it's shut down. And then I turn that off there like that. Excellent, excellent. Games Programmer Man. I made a game. I did. I made an actual game. It's on the App Store and everything. Where's my... Hang on. Cheese times tables. There you go. I made a game. It's very, very silly. I have not provided details about my privacy practices and handling of data. But yeah, I made a game in Unity, and it helps children learn their times tables. And it has a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference in the screenshot, because I like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I forgot to mention on Tuesday, of course, it was Towel Day. But it was. Oh, and it has the 13 times table as well. I need to do an update to that at the moment, because currently when you do 11 times 5, it says game over, even though the game's not over. Which is one of those weird sort of bugs that you get. Right. Mark, shut up. Just shut up. You're just weird. Why are you being weird? Anniversary of the People's Glorious Revolution, indeed. On this day in 1907, there was an outbreak of bubonic plague in San Francisco. Just, because we kind of go, oh, 2020 wasn't that rubbish, and then 2021, oh, that's not being very good either. But San Francisco, 1906, obviously huge earthquake, and just, and then a year later they had an outbreak of bubonic plague. And then, I don't know, 1908, San Francisco, whether anything bad happened there. But you sort of think earthquake and bubonic plague, worst things ever to happen in San Francisco apart from Facebook. Yeah. The reason I know these On These Day things is there's a website called On This Day, and I go there every weekday because for my daily stand-up at work, I have a different background every day, and I do my little on this day fact, and today it was bubonic plague in San Francisco. And yesterday it wasn't anything because I didn't make it stand up because my dog had to go to the vet. Right, so that's doing that. And then those things are happening there like that. And so what else do I want to get in here? I want to get the Twitch bot. That's what I want to get in. That's not going in the overlay. That is going in here. So we're going to put a class in there called Twitch bot. Duplicate definition. Twitch bot. It's not a duplicate definition, is it? It's because you're showing it here as well, or something. So this is going to inherit from background service there. And we're going to have private read-only Twitch auth and initialize that from the constructor. Yeah, need to be opening a ticket on the resharper thing saying, ah! Right, what are we doing? Twitch bot. Let's just go back to Stream Badger and bot, Twitch bot old. Okay, and so we're also going to inject image store, and sound store, like that. Excellent. Not really sure why we're bringing in a logger. Am I going to do that there? Logs aren't going to go anywhere for this for the time being. And so then we can say underscore Twitch auth dot on underscore Twitch auth dot authenticated. And then we're going to have a private void on authenticated. So when it gets authenticated, it's going to connect to the thing there. And so we are going to bring in Twitch lib. Manage NuGet packages for this one. Browse Twitch lib. Okay, so we don't actually have. That's really annoying. I've got a new NuGet thing in here. All right, save that. And then where's my thing? So NuGet.config, I need to add in and I can never remember the thing for this. NuGet org. API URL. There it is. Bang that in there, and then open up Visual Studio. Oh, don't worry about self-promotion on this stream, Jamie. I think I don't know what the rules are, to be honest with you. I have no idea what the rules are. So dependencies, manage NuGet packages. And we want Twitch lib. The V2 feed did that. Right, fine. .NET new NuGet config cat NuGet.config. Why that's bringing in temp there, I do not know. That's weird. When I click that, it tries to go to here. There's like some non-printing stuff in there or something. index.json. Yeah, no, there was something weird in what I pasted from the internet there. That was super strange. Okay, let's shut you down again. And open you up again. I tell you, Visual Studio 22 cannot come soon enough. This is painful. I got 16 CPUs and 64 gigs of RAM on this machine. And Visual Studio 2019 is using like one of each of them. Right. Manage NuGet packages. Thank you for the follow, Skynode Prime. It's much appreciated. Right, there we go. Yes. And then we've got twitchlib.api. Which we're going to install. Yeah. And twitchlib.client. Yep. And then twitchlib.pubsub, which we're going to want at some point. Because that's how we do the stickers integration. Being a developer, the majority of the time is like something happens and you are blessed with these amazing superpowers, like something just, a bolt of lightning strikes out of the blue and goes Shazam, and suddenly you can fly, and you go, look at me, I can fly, I can fly. And people go, that's brilliant. And then they make you clean the windows. You can do all this amazing stuff, and all anybody wants is, can you make this XML serialization work? And then we're going, that's it, TwitchBot. Right, and then in here, so we've got these things here. Oh, we need to add them into this one as well, don't we? I have to say this, the CS proj is starting to look scary again for this thing here. I hope they simplify this before this gets released, because this is starting to look a little bit terrifying again. It's getting back to the old CS proj thing. But the package references are at least okay. So OU, and we're going to grab that and then that's going to go into here like that, and we can save that, and that should do the restore for that. Yep, that looks okay. Right. And then in unauthenticated here, we're going to import those things there. And I'm just going to comment these out for the time being. And then on message received, like that. That's fine, not worried about that. And then somewhere in here, clients. So we've got a server client as well. Using streambadger.clients. Today's agenda, we're basically just getting it back to where it's working again, is the rough idea. And that is, I'm just going to assume you're okay there. And then we're going to say await underscore. Oh, let's introduce a read-only field for that. Yeah, trying to get it so that, but currently trying to get the chat thing working again. Server client dot. Oh, for goodness sake. Show image and play sound. Show image. Image.name. Await underscore server client dot play sound dot name. Right. Got all these red squiggles all over the place, but I'm pretty sure that's just resharper going, nope. Oh, yeah. Didn't implement that class thing. So that now keeps this thing running until it does the stuff that it's supposed to do. Hello, Jamie's brother. Hope you are well. Right, let's set a breakpoint in here, like that, and then I'm just going to authenticate. And that really should have done that. That doesn't look right. So login client. So you got that there. And connect with Twitch. Nope. Okay, that's interesting. I know why that's not doing that. Stupid. Oh, this happens a lot. Let's add that back in, and then that should totally work. Okay, debug, delete all breakpoints, yes. And then in TwitchBot, just set a breakpoint here, like that. Cheers, Jamie. Have a good evening. See you next time. And ping me on Twitter about doing another podcast thing, because, yeah. So connect. Nope, still not happy with it apparently. It is not creating that hosted service. That is no good to me. That's stressful. So it's, why is it not running up that hosted service? This is so weird. I don't know whether this is a Blazor startup or because it's a Maui app and it's a Blazor Maui web view. But this is not getting created. I think, because this isn't actually doing anything particularly. So I just need that to exist. So if I go back to here and change this to add singleton, Twitch bot like that. A dot do B dot nope, because it just needs to be created. I need to ask for it so that it will be created. So it needs to be injected somewhere. So I think I'm just going to make that required in the index page and just say at inject twitchbot. And run this. Okay, good. And then authenticate up here. Excellent. So username, access token, credentials. And so now it's not picking it up. No, it's not receiving the information. Let's try this again. Okay. So the WebSocket UI Twitch OAuth is that. Twitch username is that. Step into this. Got things not working there either. Oh, for heaven's sake. No symbols have been loaded for this document. ReSharper can enable debugging without update settings and enable. There we go. All right. Run this again. Why is this not working now? It's all very frustrating. It's like I'm using stuff that's only just been released. Okay, so should be connected. Status running. So that says it's doing stuff. Yeah, no, I'm completely fine with anybody in here wants to big up anything that they're doing, then it's totally all right with me. I don't mind it at all. Whether it's another stream that you're doing or a podcast or you got a YouTube channel or an open source thing. Yeah, just basically, I think the rules are around somewhere for the stream. It's don't be mean, be kind, never be cruel, don't eat pears, they're too squishy. I remember typing all of those in somewhere. But yeah, no, shameless self-promotion is absolutely fine with me. Because as you say, I do not have my head in my posterior. Which one is it? The pears that's causing you a problem, or what? Crunchy, juicy, sweet pear. Crunchy. If you can find a crunchy, juicy, sweet pear. Pears are one of those fruit. Pears and bananas and peaches that sit in the fruit bowl going, I'm not ripe, I'm not ripe, I'm not ripe, I'm not ripe. And then you go out of the room to get a drink and you come back in and they go, oh, I was ripe, you missed it, now I'm mouldy. Probably other fruits as well, but those are the ones. There you go, there's a list of awesome developer streams, which I need to send them a pull request. On read line test. Let's set a breakpoint there. It is not having it. It is not having it at all. WebSocket client. Enable. See, it says it's connected. And it says it started the network services. But it's not picking it up. Avocado. Oh, this is driving me insane. The ding noise is from Chatty. It's telling me when you guys say something. Yeah. It's so that when you talk, it goes ding, and because I'm using a lavalier microphone, it picks that up because it picks everything up. But yes, avocados are the other thing that does that. Twitch bots generally, you do bang something. So if I do bang GitHub, then the Stream Elements bot works and does stuff. And if I do bang Discord, it shows you the Discord server. But theoretically, this should be triggering stuff on my machine here while this is running, and it's not. And I do not know why not. It is driving me absolutely insane. What are these? Not working. That, oh, there we go. Shows there. Stream Badger overlay. Right, let's go back quickly to Right. Because it was working on main. This was the old version of this. So this was working. This was when it was all just a Blazor application and life was simple. And services bot, Twitch bot was doing that. Token set. That, see, that all basically looks the same. An error, so I can do the thing there. WebSocket, okay. Overblaze startup, toggle OBS source. Startup. Get rid of those. Connect with Twitch. Not going to work anymore because bad things. But let's just stop that. Just check in here. Okay, so we had a different version of the client. Let's see if that makes any difference, because these things... .2.1, and then this was the pub sub was a preview release like that. No? Why not? All right, Stanley, thanks very much for stopping by. See you next week. Try set tokens, do this stuff here, do that stuff there. That's not anything useful. Preferred username. See, the thing I don't get is that it says it's working. So we're going to do file open. Oh no, let's shut you down and go back to here and git checkout Photino. Open this up again. I mean, this was working apart from the fact that you couldn't add. Whoops. Nope, stop. So yeah, this one was working. This is the Photino one. And that is now connected. And that apparently is still not having it. Bam, 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 bam. Twitch bot is running there. So if we go to Twitch bot, why? that doesn't work in Fatino either. So okay, let's jump down to here, and then in here I'm going to add temp service, which is going to be a background service. So this is the overlay that's running completely separately in here. So I'm going to set up, I'm going to go into my startup here, and I'm going to say services.add hosted service temp service. Let's see if this will run in here. Because this is a different hosting model. Yeah, see, that runs in there. So I'm going to take you out of there. I'm going to put you in there. You can go away. And then class Twitch auth static. Session data. So I'm going to see if this will run from the overlay service, if it won't run from static string ID public static string name public static event action authenticated public static void set values string access token string ID string name. Right, so that's like that. And then we can grab those and we can put, oh God damn it. Put those in there like that. And then we can get rid of that. What are you complaining about? Twitch auth does not exist. No, it doesn't. And that. And then this can be Twitch auth static dot authenticated equals unauthenticated. And then that can be Twitch auth static dot name and Twitch auth static dot access token. Twitch auth static. And we can inject control bus and introduce a read-only field for that. Toggle image. Take those out for the minute. build that. Build. Succeeded. And so then all we want to do is in here, we can get rid of that. And in the index page, we can take that out like that because we don't want that anymore. And then in Twitch bot here, let's set a breakpoint on that to see if that does any good. And start up Twitch bot like that. So then it's just a matter of in here saying Twitch or static dot set values session data dot access token session data dot ID session data dot name. And see what this does. So connect with Twitch. That's doing that. That's doing that stuff there. And then if I do the chat in here, and nope, doesn't make any difference at all. System.net.websockets exception. Though that's good. Debug. Hang on, stop for a second. Debug. Exception settings. Let's do that. The remote party closed the WebSocket connection without completing the close handshake. Well, that's not good, is it? Okay. Let's just manage NuGet packages. So we got those. Update to the latest pre-release on all of these. Because maybe Twitch are changing their API and something needs updating with that. And update that one to the latest one as well. And give this another try. Build. 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 Clean and rebuild. Oh dear. Right. Nuke from orbit. Yes. Reopen. Build. I don't want I don't care about that project. It's just, frankly, it's getting in the way at this point. hang on. Let's go into here. Edit project file. Take those out. Take those out. Build. That might have been conflicting versions of those things that it was not happy about. And so exception settings. WebSocket, yeah, still set to break on that. Connect with Twitch. Connected. Doing its thing. Perry. The remote party closed the WebSocket connection without completing the close handshake. And there we have it. It's not going to play nicely with me. It's just not. And I don't know why. And it's driving me insane. This has been very stressful, and it has not. There's not been any success, and it's like 9 o'clock, and I have to stop. Yeah. Yeah, the preview bits are super rough this time. Okay. I am going to have others in the Blazor Gitter channel having major issues, unable to upgrade B unit. Yeah. I'm wondering if this is something to do with .NET 6 preview bits and something up with that. Right, I'm going to do some investigating into this in my own time. Hang on, let's just... Right, so TwitchBot. I'm going to set a breakpoint here. And then we are just very quickly Right. So let's go back to here and in here, and we're just going to pull in these. Okay. And then Twitch bot here. And we're just going to say right. So let's run this. And we do our connect with Twitch thing there. And then copy value there. And paste that in there. And just press F5. And stop this from running. So that does not work. Run, stop on exception, WebSocket exceptions. Nope. And then let's try changing that to net 5.0. And advanced actions rebuild. And then run it again. So yes, Melee. I prefer to use Rider. I can't use Rider to play with the .NET 6 stuff at the moment because it doesn't support it. Unaccounted for tmi.twitch.tv login authentication failed. Please create a Twitch lib GitHub issue. Oh, for goodness sake. Nope, that's still not working in here. But in here, that works. And now let's change this to 6.0. And rebuild. And it works fine. Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. So let's just go back to here, grab this. Okay, so there appears to be something wrong with the key we're getting back now. Right. Something bad is happening somewhere, but I don't know where. But we have at least made progress. So we will come back on Tuesday and I will have sorted this out, because this is boring watching this on stream, and I've had enough of it, and I will get this sorted and we will pick it up on Tuesday next week with more interesting things and actually building this sodding application. So I'll get everything working that was working before over the weekend, and then on Tuesday we can start adding in some interesting stuff and kind of make that work properly. Okay, and it'll be fun, it'll be awesome. Excellent, good stuff everybody. Right, I'm gonna go and have a drink and try and decompress, and I will be back on Tuesday next week at 7 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. UTC. Do please join the Discord. I'm going to try and start chatting in there when the stream's not going on. So as I'm working on this over the weekend, I'll explain what the hell was going wrong and why everything was breaking, and go, oh, it was just something so simple. And we can get all that sorted out. Okay? All right. Thanks for sticking with it, everybody. Even though it was a bit rubbish tonight, it will be better next week, I promise. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, enjoy your weekends, and I will see you next Tuesday. Cheers. Bye.